Oh, there we go. Let me see. Turn on the comments. See if people can hear me. Maybe I should grab my phone and see if I'm live. Grab my phone. Grab a second device and see if I'm live. We'll see. I'll grab a second device and then kind of like log in into a second device. Right. We do this. We got this. All right. Up. I think we're live. Yes. I think we're live. Buck 2A, what up? Hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. And we on StreamYard. Yes, we in here. We are in here. Here, I'll post the uh the chat. What's up, Buck? Okay, cool, cool, cool. This is my first time doing StreamYard. Let's go. Copy link. I wonder if I could put it in the comments. If I could put the maybe. What's up, Ruben? Yo, around, always around to support. What up? I hope you're having a good day. I hope it's a good Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope it's a good day. Okay. Yes. Things are good. Things are good. I see there's a little delay on my second device, but we should be good. I'm doing this on my tablet too. So that's even more wacky. Okay. Quality's not that bad on the tablet. I know I could do it on my laptop, but I wanted to do it on the tablet to see if it could take it. I want to push this tablet. What's up, Buck? Hand to the range and to cut the grass. Oh man, to head to the range. All right, you have a good day. I had the range yesterday. Me and Ghost Dog was at the range yesterday, and now I'm gonna have the range today with my 16-year-old son. Me and my 16-year-old son, we're gonna hit up the range today. Block and loaded. What's up? What's up? Yeah, me and my 16-year-old, he's in competition. He got into competition in May. So we got to do some training. I'm going to train him today. It should be good. Oh, man. Okay. I am seeing my other device. I am live. It is working. I do see, though, it just says King Tech. That's why. Now, see, I thought it was going to say King Tech wins when people see my channel. I guess it just says King Tech. That's crazy. I'm learning new stuff today. All right, we got media. What we got? All right, questions. What we got? We got banners. So I'll do this as a banner. Please like and subscribe as a banner. And then what we got else that we're doing? I'm still trying to go through the comments. If you have any comments, I'm just doing some foolery, checking all this stuff out on StreamYard. This is my first StreamYard live. They ain't bad at all. There we go. Yes, it matches the theme and the feel right there. Should I do blue wave? I don't know. Blue wave is that may be the best thing. Blue wave. Lock and loaded. Hope you having a good day. Hope you having a good day. Ooh, I could show these. Ooh. Okay, okay. Could show this. All right. Hell yeah. This is amazing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, okay. We get in this. We get in this. All right. We good. We're getting this. I want to make sure this works because if it doesn't work, I'll just like, pretend like I never did this. So we good. We in here. We in here. I'm happy. Pretty happy. Okay. We good. As long as y'all can hear me, I can't hear nothing, of course, because it's just me in here. But of course, I got the link in the comments. If you want to come up, now know how to do StreamYard. I was gonna ask Ghost how to do it, but then I figured I'll just go to YouTube University and learn myself how to do it. And that's what I did. I learned myself how to do it. Hey, what's up, dude? Glad I can make it today. Glad to see you. I'm glad to see you, citizen. I'm glad to see you. It was a little cold in my house, so I had to put my hoodie on. But I think that was probably the wrong idea. I think I may have to take my hoodie off. I hope you having a good day, man. Hope you having a good day and a good weekend to start. That is, I know the day is just getting started, especially here on the East Coast. We're at just at 11 o'clock right now. I may have to switch to a hat. May have to switch to a hat. There we go. There we go. may, may have to switch to a hat. There we go. Okay, we in here. We still in here. We still good. Put this. Put this a little bit. There we go. I was about to hit myself with the light. All right, no, leave it on. Looking slick. He said, leave it on. Leave the shiesty on, the balaclava. The foolery commits. What's up, my guy? What's up? I was like, what should I call this? I gotta call it. I gotta call it Friday Foolery. What up? There we go. We back in here. We back in here. All right. Let me do this. All right. I'm gonna keep dropping the link if y'all want to come up, but you might have to tell me, like, hey, look, I'm in the queue. And then, I'll send you in the queue. And then after you yell at me about being in the queue, I'll get you up here. Okay, copy comments. I'm still learning. I am still learning. Bear with me. I'm literally on my iPad. I just wanted to see if it'll work on the iPad. If I could live stream on the iPad and will it work? I know my phone will be good, better quality because I do a way where I hook up my phone to my MacBook. The MacBook camera I got is like shit, but the phone, I could do the phone camera on my MacBook. I know that's going to work already, but I wanted to make sure my iPad will work for live streams. I'm gonna work right now. I can't join in a moment. You're all good, Art. You are good. And then I realized you were in Tennessee. Do we know if fucking Jen, Jen or yeah, Jen, twin Jen, 22. Is he in Tennessee? Or is he like in Alabama or something? Or Mississippi? I know it's one of the southern state, but when he say southern, I think of Tennessee. Tennessee. I gotta now this year, I'm going to the Glock store at some point of this year. The people from some of the members from my club, I should say, my local club, which is Black Star Defensive Indy, they told me or asked me last weekend, they said, hey man, we all gonna get together. We all shooting a Glock competition every month. We all gonna get together and go to the Glock store. We're gonna take a road trip. Are you down? And I said, hell yeah, I'm down. I never been before. Which is crazy because last year, like maybe 2 months before my birthday, I got a email from the Glock store. They're like shooting academy. They're 270 shoot whatever their range is shoot. They sent me an email like you just got approved for your lesson, and it's gonna be, I think it was like a day or two before my birthday. And I was like, it wa I just got the email overnight. I don't know if they got hacked. I don't know if someone accidentally used my email, but I woke up to an email saying, "Congratulations, you're enrolled to attend the Glock Shooting Academy at the Glock 270, whatever." And I was like, "That's weird." So I didn't think nothing of it. I thought maybe they'll come out with like a video saying they got hacked, or maybe they'll email me later saying, "Sorry, we mistaken." They never did nothing. 2 weeks, like 2 months go by, and now it's up to like a week before I should go to this to this Nashville range Glock store shoot, and then I canceled it. I logged into the website and just canceled it. I was like, I don't I think it's a sign that I need to do the Glock store shoot. I would love to do the shoot, but I'm nowhere near Nashville. And I even thought about it. I even thought about driving up there. I'm like, I already got it scheduled, but I can't have a crazy email, a crazy wrong email dictate the road trips I take. You know what I'm saying? Love watching your match videos. Thank you. I'm an old dog and I'm trying to work on my nerve to get my first match. Everyone tells me I'm ready, but I have the self doubt screaming at me. How did you get past that? Okay, great question. All right, great question. I literally got my first pistol last year at the age of 48. All right, I got my very first pistol. I had a shotgun for 30 years. And I was like Joe, or what was it, Joe Biden. If anything happened to me, I was going to use my shotgun. All right. But I know I wanted to go into 2025 and have a pistol because you can't take your shotgun everywhere, if you know what I'm saying. So I wanted to have a pistol. So January 1st, 2025, I got my first pistol. That was the Ruger RXM. I literally went in there to get a Glock 19, and he was telling me all the cool modular stuff that you could do with the Ruger RXM. I ended up getting that. That being said, fast forward, I did training. I got my CCW in February. I just started carrying, of course, every day. So I got holsters. I wanted to get training. So I learned how to clean it, I learned how to maintain it. And I did a basic pistol class, an intermediate class, and an advanced class at my local range. And people kept on saying, "You're good, you're good. You should, you're a real good shooter." And I didn't know if they were just telling me that to be nice or if I was a real good shooter. So in October or so, it was one of the guys I follow on here called Go Hard Tactics. In September or so, he was doing a on his page, he was preparing to be a NAGA instructor. So he was preparing himself to be a range officer. And I was like, wow, I wonder if I'm good enough to pass that qualification. And that's what got me into learning how to train. So I literally put into Google AI, how do I train 6 weeks for a competition? It gave me the breakdown. Now I did have to modify it because it told me like go to your outdoor range and do this and do that. And I was like, whoa, what if I only have access to an indoor range? And that's when it told me, all right, well, do this instead. What's up, Dr. T? So I followed the app, the AI 6 week programming gave me to get me prepared for competition. Now the competitions I did at first were just point and shoot competitions. It was just me standing and the target moving from 3 yards all the way to 25 yards. So that was fun for me to get into that. I got into that and that was fun. It wasn't until March of this year. That was fun for me. Just point shoot competitions was good. I still won a few competitions that way. I still was meeting good people. I still was traveling to other states to do that. So it was still fun for me and the missus. But it wasn't until March of this year when one of my friends in one of those competitions, I did the bowling pins. While I was shooting bowling pins, he was like, "Yo, man, you need to come out and do some indoor IGPA with me." And I say, "Nah, man, I'm not ready." I did the same thing you said, Citizen. I said, "I'm not ready. I'm just good at pointing and shooting and standing still and shooting right now. He's like, nah, man, if you know about the gun safety laws, if you know what I'm saying, you know how to aim, get to it. What's up, ACR Protect? He's like, get to it and get out there. So I told my wife, I was like, yo, Willie wants me to go and shoot with him in an indoor IDPA. And I told him I'm not ready. And she's like, look, if Willie says it, you got to do it. All right. You look up to Willie, he's your mentor. You know what I'm saying? You strive to be like a shooter and competitor like Willie. If he asks you to go to do it, just go ahead and do it. And I did it. So, citizen, you're never going to be ready. Just do it. Literally, just do it. You are going to suck your first 5 times. Pause. You're gonna suck your first 5 times. But after that, you'll get into the rhythm. Okay. Now, the good thing with me is I was able to record my steps and learn from my mistakes. So I do go to my videos. I don't go to like the first video, but I go to my last 2 videos at a time and see what I could have did better to improve myself, and that helps me. Even my ninth video, I put that into AI. I literally put that video into AI. All right, I'm listening while I'm routing. All right, cool, cool. I put my message to AI and said, from this YouTube video, tell me what I could do to improve for my next match. And it literally gave me a breakdown. It told me about my grip on stage 2. It told me to zero my optic because that was also in my video somewhere. It literally, I don't know how or why. I don't know how it did it, but it listened to my video and it gave me direct instructions on how to get better. And I used those steps and instructions to my next match, and I'm of course going to use that going forward. So I would say just do a match. You're going to get into the rhythm for yourself, and then you will know what you need to hold back on, what you need to go faster. But just use the stuff you have now. Me myself, I thought I needed like a 2011. I thought I needed a nice rig. I thought I needed all types of stuff that I did not use or I did not need at the time. I literally go to my matches with a Glock 17, mostly stocked, other than an optic, a ghost connector. That's all I put on it. And I run my matches, man. I have fun. I meet good people. People love to talk about their guns. People love to talk about their experience. They love to also give me tips. So that also helps. Bowling pin matches, yes, great idea. That would be a great way to break into some sort of a competition. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you're right. I guess as you're safe. Yes, sir. That's the biggest thing. Jump in if you're safe. If you know your gun safety rules, then get that first. You know what I'm saying? Like I do go to some bowling pin matches where I'll see people handling their guns unsafely. You know what I'm saying? They'll be flagging people, or we'll tell them, hey, when we go down range, put your gun on the table so no one's touching their weapon, and we'll go down range to set up the bowling pins. And sometimes we'll go down to set up the bowling pins, and there'll be one person that's like, "Oh, let me check to see something of my next gun that I'm using. Let me look at that." And they'll pull it out, even though it's empty. And I'm like, "Yo, yo, don't touch any weapons." While we're downrange. All right. I don't care if they're loaded, unloaded. Don't touch any weapons while we're downrange. So I knew my safety. I practice gun safety all the time. I preach it to my kids, my wife. So as long as you know gun safety, you'll be good. You may, like I said, you may be last. You a few times. Don't let that dictate you going out there and having fun. You may get disqualified. I go to the range with a guy, and he's always there. Every other Thursday when I compete in the indoor IDPA, he's always there. And the last 2 times I went to my indoor range to practice, he was there too, just out of nowhere. We don't even got each other's numbers, but I see him all the time. And I remember in April, him telling me he got disqualified. Like after the match, he's in another squad. I'm in squad 3, he's in squad 1. So after the match, I'm like, hey man, how you do? He's like, man, I got DQ'd. I was like, "Oh God, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm okay. Everyone's safe." But I shot the wall while I was doing a reload. It is what it is. I thought I wasn't going to see him again. And then he kept coming back every other time since then. He didn't let that get him down. He's a great shooter. He just had a DQ. So even if you're DQ'd, even if you're last, don't let that upset you. Go out there and get it going, man. Bowling pin matches are fun though. We in my area we have bowling pin matches once a month, and that is super fun to do bowling pin matches. I think the bowling pins are about 7 yards away, 7, 10 yards away from you, and there's five bowling pins, and you're just bop 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 bop. The fastest one in each division gets like a patch or a prize. It's cool. It's cool. I'll say check out some bowling pin matches in your area. Also, oh my God, my AirPods are about to die. Anyway, check out some bowling pins in your area and also go to practice score to see if there's some local matches in your area that you could get into, just, local matches. Now, I know that IDPA could be, minor matches and major matches. You can go out there, there's 100 people, there's 50 people. I see those. I do see those matches. And that's like maybe 45 minutes to an hour away from me that I could travel to, that I see people in my squad travel to. But me, I'm not up there yet. I'm not up there to travel 45 minutes to run 90 stages, 200 rounds in the desert or in the heat and see what I do. I will get there. I will get there this year because I want to see what I qualify for when it comes to IDPA. You have to literally do, I think, 6 qualifiers to be labeled, a Class D, a Class C, a Class B, A, or Master or Grandmaster. So I do want to see if because in Glock, I fall into the Class C, Class B type of shooter. So I want to see how that translates in IDPA. But I do want to make that kind of down the road because in Glock sports shooting, if you are classified a master in another league, they don't want you to shoot in the amateur Glocks. And I'm still trying to win a Glock pistol this year. And in order for me to win a Glock pistol this year, I want to compete against the other amateurs since I'm still new in my journey. Now, when I get 2 or 3 years into my journey, then I'll be okay with being a master. But I've talked to 3 different masters in Glock, and they said ever since they became a master, they didn't want a gun anymore. And now they suck compared to other masters because masters are that's a whole nother level. So that is one thing. In Glock sports shooting, if you win a division 3 times, just period in a lifetime. If you win a division 3 times in your lifetime, you're labeled a master in Glock. And then also, if you come to Glock and you're already a master in USPSA or IDPA, they automatically qualify you to be a master of Glock Sports Shooting Foundation. And I don't want to do that. And I don't want to lie. I don't want to tell them I'm an amateur in Glock and then know I'm out there in IDPA shooting Master League. So, I want to stay in my lane. I'm cool with that. I like being a student. I like learning and growing. So I'm cool with that. I'll get to a point where I could teach people what I do and I could, get better. But right now, I just want to, learn as much as I can learn and absorb that like a sponge, if that makes sense. I want to absorb everything like a sponge and get better that way, just slowly but surely. I'm cool with that. But I hope you're doing good, man. Like I said, now are you an indie? I think you're an indie. If you're still here, citizen, I think you're an indie. But I know Indie Arms do their bowling league once a month. I know they also have Marion County Fish and Game also do bowling pin matches on Saturday mornings. They do that. I think it's the last Saturday of the month. So this next Saturday coming up is was tomorrow. Tomorrow they're gonna do a bowling pin match in the morning. And so just I'll say look it up or Google it. Google bowling pin matches in my area. You should be able to see it. Okay, okay. So yeah. I know Merriam County Fish and Game does bowling on the last Saturdays of the month, and I know Indy Arms does bowling once a month. I think it's like the third, second or third Tuesday. They just recently had it. I'm in Florida. Okay. Far away from Indiana. But what I would say is look at practice score. I could put that into, let me see if it will let me put that into chat. Practice score, practice score, practice score. It's like practice slash store. What's up, ours, man? Man, I, I'm glad you here. I literally need to hit you up. I woke up today like, look, I need to hit him up. I need to hit him up so we could go over this holster situation. But it's like practice score. Let me see. Let me go to it on my other phone so I can make sure I'm giving you the right website. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm giving you the right website. There you go. So it's practice score that has all like IDPA, PSL, or PCL, whatever the new thing is, just from local clubs to major clubs in your area. So try that. My local club is in practice score, and that's how I'm able to get my stages and my times, and that's how I sign up to do my local matches is through practice score. Oh, that's crazy. He said Florida's in Marion County. So that was confusing. Marion County is in Florida and Indiana. It's just like Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Like every state has a Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, unfortunately. Yes, sir. All right, get my number from the site. Okay. Site isn't functional until the next one goes up. Okay, okay. So go to your website and get your telephone number. Bet. Do you still have IG? Because if you do, but either way, I can still go to your website, get your number, and then text you all that good stuff. Because I think I know what hoster I want. I do want the one with the a magazine carrier. I was see last year and this year I've been going through different holsters, still trying to see what's comfortable for me to carry every day. And I think I know what type of holster I want or what type of holster I want from you, that is. Me getting cheap holsters from websites, from cheap websites. I'm okay with spending 15, $20 and they suck because I can send them back. But I don't want to, pay good quality and pay good quality, have you make it, and then I'm like, ah man, this hurts when I wear it. I know you make good quality stuff, but for me, the way I carry everyday appendix, a Glock 17, I wanted to make sure I got the right holster, the right holster. I'm not saying material, but you know what I'm saying, the right type, the right division of holster. I'm looking at bone with him match for sure. Thanks again. I gotta get back to work. God bless. God bless, sir. God bless you, citizen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God bless you. He got to get back to work. I totally understand. I just want to hop on, just like I've been on for 30 minutes. I just want to hop on and see if my iPad would let me get on live. All right. I know I have a tablet and I know that'll let me get on live, but I just recently got an iPad. Shout out to my oldest son. He came home and was like, look, I know your regular iPad you had to give to Eros, which is my 7 year old. I had an iPad mini I used to stream on when, we was going through our stuff in 2020 and he took it. After 2020 happened in 2021, my 7 year old has been having my iPad every day since then. All right. It's now his iPad. And I've been like, little bit at a time, hinting maybe I'll get my own iPad in the future that wouldn't get stolen by a 7 year old. But my 20 year old came through about 2 or 3 weeks ago and said, hey, dad, I'm giving her, I'm getting another iPad and I'm going to give you my old one. And I was like, oh, snap. It was like Christmas. If you know me, like I'm King Tech. So I love technology. That's how I got my name, off of technology. All right. So I love technology. So of course, you can't tell me nothing about red dots or optics. I'm gonna say get one. All right, get an optic, get a red dot, get a weapon mounted light, get all that, get all the tech you can get. I love technology. I would not say get one of those, pistols where you got to put in your fingerprint in. I don't know, man. Like the fingerprint scanner technology, I'll be so upset if I try to, use that and it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like that 1 or 2 second delay that will cost you. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like that. I don't like that you have to put your fingerprint in every single time to get the magazine to work or to get the slide to recuperate. That's just crazy. That's crazy to me. All right. Have you slowed down on the repopulating? Yes, I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm slowed down. Yes. I'm good. I said my five boys. I just have my five sons, and that's it. Good advice. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, sir. And that's it. Now, unfortunately, I would not be a grandfather this year. Things do happen. God works in different ways, but I would not be a grandfather this year. Maybe another year to come. I still have five sons that are able to, be fathers later on in life. But unfortunately, this year is not going to be that year where they're fathers. And they still got plenty of time. Still live your life. I tell all my sons, live your life, do your thing, travel, meet new people, have tons of experiences, and then you'll be ready to be a parent. Me, I was a parent at 19, so I lost a lot of things that I should have been doing at 19 that at 20, 21, 22, I already had a kid and I was a single parent at that time, so things were even harder. I got full custody of my son when I was 20, and that was a crazy time. What's up, STO? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dropping by, dropping by, show some love. What's up, STO? STO, what's up? What's up? I just saw your new Ruger. What was it the Ruger 380 security video? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. The Ruger, or yeah, the Ruger. I love my Ruger RXM. Five sons. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got five sons. Five sons. I was a dad at 17. Oh my God. He said right out of high school. Now, see me, I was a dad at 19, but I was already out of high school and all that. I got my GED when I was 17 years old. So I got my GED at 17, and I was back home working, hustling, had two cars in the driveway, and my mom was like, yo, look, what's all right, STO? Just vibe back and listen. I hope you have a good day at work, my brother. But it's getting a little hot. I was just, I was 17, I was hustling. I graduated, but since I was 17, no job really wanted to hire me to be full time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was still just a kid. So I was still just a kid. So I couldn't do too much. Thanks, thanks. You welcome, my brother. So at 17, my mom told me, look, you got two cars in the driveway. You making all this money for yourself. I need rent. I need rent money. I want to charge you $100 a month. All right. I looked at her and said, $100? I could get my own place. If I'm going to pay you $100, I'm going to get my own place. That was the biggest mistake. If I could go back in time, I would still live with my mom. All right. If I could go back in time, I would still live with my mother. That was the biggest mistake in my life. If I would have just paid that $100, I would be a millionaire. I would be a millionaire from the moves that I made over the years. But I moved out. I moved out because I didn't want to pay $100, and my rent was 490. Electric was 100, gas, water, cable, all that stuff added up. It was so much money. I should have just paid the $100. I should have just paid the $100, but I didn't want to. I wanted to be a man. Shame on you. Shame on you, society. All right. For letting these young kids go out there and thinking they could be a man at 17 or 18. Shame on you. All right. No, man. Yeah, I moved out and it was just it was crazy. It was crazy after that. Working hard and having to eat Roman noodles, sardines. It was all that. I was eating Roman noodles, sardines, salads. I was having like sardine sandwiches every day. Now I didn't move back. My pride didn't let me move back. You know what I'm saying? I was good, but I definitely was you know, struggling. I was a struggling 17, 18-year old, and I was the youngest person there. The girlfriend I had at the time was 18, so she was able to put it in her name, and then I was just a tenant on the lease. Yeah, man, I was a loose cannon. I had to be my own at 17. See, saving since the days I wouldn't be able to do it. Yup, yup. That's the thing, man. It was crazy. Now, like I said, I had two cars. I had a job, a full-time job at 17. So I was still able to do my own thing. But then by the time I was 18, I went to college. So I was doing that by myself. And I think that was like a wild time, unfortunately. I was like a wild bachelor at that time with two cars in the driveway, my own place, 18. This is Kansas City, where it was just a lot of gang bangs, a lot of drugs and stuff like that that you shouldn't be a part of. So I was like the only person at 18 with his own stuff, and I was a wild guy. Unfortunately, one of my girlfriend, it was crazy. I was going to move to St. Louis, and my girlfriend, well, one of the ladies I was talking to at the time called me and was like, "Hey, I think I'm pregnant." And I was like, "What? That's craziness." She's like, "Well, what are we gonna do?" I moved back. Um, and ever since then, yeah, I've been there for my son, you know what I'm saying? So I moved back to my hometown. I took care of my son. Unfortunately, me and her didn't work out. And then I had to get full custody of my son. I didn't want to be a father where, what I'm saying, I didn't have my kid. And I definitely wanted to make sure I got full custody of my son. So that was hard too. Being a single dad at 19, 20, that was rough. That was rough. What's up, ACR? What's up? What's up? I do not recommend being a single parent at all. That's why I also stretch my my cat feeders are going off. That's why I also stress being also waiting to have kids, you know what I'm saying? Financially waiting to have kids, mentally waiting to have kids, and then also making sure your partner and you have that bond. So when y'all become parents together, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just you and your best friend having kids. And that's how me and my wife is. When we was having kids, now our first son we had together, he is now about to be a doctor. That was, for us, I was still young. I think I was 20, 21 at that time. So we did like break up, get back together, break up, get back together. But then by the time we had our second kid, that's when we've been together ever since, and he is now 16. So 16 years together, no breakups. No breakups for 16 years. But then, we've been off and on for 18 years, but together forever for 16 years. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, we've been together forever 16 years, and it's been good. It's been good. But I had to grow. I had to be a different person. I had to also, what I'm saying, make sure I wanted to be the man that my sons were going to be in the future. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be a representative less than what I wanted my sons to be. I want my sons to be better, bigger, stronger, faster, all of that. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, it took us some years to get married. People kept asking, y'all gonna get married? We're gonna get married. Now, me, I had some trauma with that already. My mom got married 3 times and she hated it. My dad got married 3 times. He hated it. My stepdad got married 3 times. He hated it. My great granddaddy got married 3 times and hated it. So I was like, look, man, maybe marriage ain't in my DNA. I told my wife that like all the time. Yes, sir. Yes, arms and we got to lead by example. But I tell my wife for 16, well, not 16 years, but for like 10 years, I tell my wife, like, nah, man, we don't need to get married. Let's just, let's just keep doing what we're doing. And we've been married now for, well, it's like 8 years. I think it's 8 years we've been married. So we went like 8 years, just together, living together, all of that, raising kids together, everything of sharing, our finances together, all that good stuff. But it wasn't until 8 years ago where I finally, I said, yo, let's just do this. Let's just get married. Let's just do this. All right. And then yeah, man, it was cool. Marriage is of course hard to do if you've never been married, but as long as both of you are mature enough, you respect each other, everything will work out. As long as you're mature to be a man and know what you have to do as a man, as a husband, as a provider, and as long as your wife knows her role. I'm not gonna, get into gender roles, but as long as she knows what she brings to the table, and as long as you know what you bring to the table, and y'all respect each other, your marriage should be fine. All right, dude, my wife and I are going 38 years. Oh my God. Oh my God. 38 years. I said no to the first 10 years until one day I woke up in that mood. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Congrats. Congrats. That's 38 years. That's crazy, man. He said 38 years. I'm about to be 40. I'm about to be 40 this year. Y'all been dating and together since I was 2 years old. Since I was just two. I was probably still in diapers. I was still in diapers when y'all was together. I'm here a little basic. 23 years is still good. 23 years. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's all these years are adding up, man. Salute to you. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. I don't know how long YouTube will let me put up that comment, but salute to you, the marriage, the wives for putting up with y'all. Cause I know they put up with y'all just like you put up with them. Yes, I know everybody put up with each other. I know I do the same thing with my missus. My wife went out of town this week, and she had to be out there for a week, the whole week, and she hasn't traveled in, man, I think it's been about like 3 or 4 years since she went on a business trip. And so first of all, she was nervous. Her company card didn't work. It was so old that it was expired. When she tried to use her company card to pay for her plane ticket and her hotel, it was like, sorry, this is like expired credit card. So then she had to like log into the website, ask for another credit card. And then that's when they like sent her a reply back at first saying, oh, we sent you a credit card in November of 2025. You should have got that. And she's like, I don't know where that card is. November of 2025? I have no idea where that card is. We looked for it, but we definitely did not find it. So then afterwards, that's when they sent her another card and she was able to book the hotel, all of that. But she's in Florida right now. She's in Florida right now. She comes back tonight. Old age is traumatic. My mind thinks I'm still in my 20s, but my body is still otherwise. I try to stay in shape, yo. Good. Good for you. Good for you for staying in shape. I know I need to do better getting in shape. Me and my wife like to take hikes, and we do that at least twice a month. We'll take a hike, go out there, take a look at like maybe a hour long hike together in nature. But man, it's hard to work out and to have the energy to want to work out at home. And I got everything we need. See, it's like my wife has to deal with me. See, ACR. Oh man, I'm creeping into my 50s and everything hurts. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, man. So I'm getting into my 40s and I'm still good for right now. I still think I'm at my prime. I still could run. You know what I'm saying? I still could jump, but I know there's going to be a point of time where I'm going to be done with that. So I'm trying to get that in now. So doing USPSA, doing IDPA, I want to do that now, get my rewards, get my trophies. So when, I'm saying I get up to the 60 and 70 and I just want to do point and shooting, I can do that and still be happy. Still talk about the good old days when I was running out there with the kids. It was crazy. I have one of my friends' name is Willie. He's 65, and then there's another shooter. He's a master. He has to be a master or a grandmaster in IDPA, but he goes to the local matches. He's always like number one, two, or three when it comes to the rankings. He's a great shooter. He shoots an Atlas, so you know he ain't about games. He shoots a $6,000. So you know he ain't about games, you know what I'm saying? But he, him and Willie, he's 70 and he still be out there running and gunning with everybody in the top three. And Willie, he's in my last video, he's 65. They both was talking about applying for AARP and being retired people. And there was a guy right behind him. I think he's like 22. And he's like, listen to these old motherfuckers um, talk about old people shit. And I died being between the 22 and 70 years old and hearing 22-year-olds saying, hey man, can y'all old people shut the hell up so we could shoot was the craziest thing I heard. And I died laughing. Because when I heard them talk about retiring and being old, I just shook my head and I was like, that's amazing. I can't wait to be like y'all at 65 or 70. You know what I'm saying? And still shooting out here with the young people. I was just like, man, that's cool. Because the 70-year-old was like, how old are you, Willie? And then Willie was like, I'm 65. He's like, I'm 70. He was like, are you going AARP? He's like, yeah, man, I got AARP. He's like, yeah, man, it's the bee's knees. And they were just like talking, and I'm just like in between them, and I'm just like this. And then after 2 seconds of me nodding my head, some young motherfucker goes to another person and say, you hear these old motherfuckers talking? Can they just hurry up and shoot? And I almost died. I almost died laughing, bro. I need to be able to run and jump to get on my feet. Yeah, man. Oh, my, man. I'm going back to comments. I feel bad for ACR. Wife has to put up with him. Yeah. And his live streams. Yes. See, my wife is out of town, so I'm able to do a live stream now while she's, out of town. The rolling helps. I roll every day. I follow with the roll. Okay. So you roll. Rolling is actually a great exercise. They have a rolling machine at my gym, and that thing will work up a sweat. I swear. Actually, STO, I'm saving the planet is easy, bro. True, right? But I know you have to be back. Yep. I'm going on 56. All is good until you hit 50. Then some distance you don't want. Okay. Now I know. Now I know to do everything I want to do before I turn 50. Because I wanted to know what's the sweet spot, what's the sweet age. I heard people say around 70 or so, they start seeing dementia in their like, parents and so forth around that age, they start seeing the signs. And my great grandfather, fortunately, he passed away from dementia. And he was like 94 though when he passed away. So I hope to live to be 94 plus. I'm just hoping. But of course, he wasn't at his stage of he was not running and gunning and no IDPA at 94. So I wanted to see when do I get to the point where I'm like, nah, man. I'm not doing that no more. All right, gang, I have to drop. Have a good day. Have a good day, ACR. Thank you. Thank you, man. Have a good day. Have a good day, my brother. Oh man, it's been good. I just wanted to get on and see literally if this iPad will let me stream. I didn't have anything going on, no topics to talk about. I literally went to YouTube University and saw how to use StreamYard. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to use that. I'm gonna see if I could use StreamYard today. So I set it all up, and after I get done setting it up, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should get on live. Maybe I should go live. Since I set it up, maybe I should go live. Thank you. The only issues I have is a foot pain here and there. Okay, okay. And I'm on my feet all day. Okay, 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 okay. See, damn. See, that's the thing. I'm on my feet all day and at night. God damn. What kind of work do you do? You a cop? What kind of, were you security? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Now, me, I was just talking about this earlier today. I saw a recommended video of someone saying they had to start over to become an Uber driver at the age of 51 and how sad they were. They're like, look, I'm 51 years old and I had to start my life over with by getting a job as an Uber driver. I'm like, yo, man, get that money, boo boo. That was literally my comment. Like, yo, man, get that money. I did Uber driving, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Grubhub, newspaper delivery, and I did Amazon delivery 10 years ago. And a lot of people said, you need to get a real job. We moved to Indiana 10 years ago, and I was in between jobs. We moved here because my wife was taking a new job and transferring from Missouri to Indiana. And me, I was a manager in retail, but they didn't have a location in Indiana where we're moving to. So I literally, oh man, that's good. The Uber drivers make 2,500 a week. That's craziness. That's crazy. But I was not making that much. All right. I think I was making, well, I take that back. I take that back. When I did Uber for one weekend. I did one weekend doing Uber and I did Lyft for one weekend. And I figured that wasn't for me. I didn't like picking up people, dealing with people's nonsense and stuff. Nah, man, because in Uber or Lyft, it'll show you that you're picking up. It'll show you the person you're picking up. When you get an order, it'll show you you got one person you're picking up, but they could get in with three other people. So every time I got a call, it'll say you're picking up one person, and then five people get in my car. And I'm like, yo, what's going on here? And there was like partiers. Some people thought that I was like a personal driver for the night. They're like, what's your number so we could call you when we're done? I'm like, hey man, it don't work like that. You got to get another Uber and Lyft when you're ready to come home. All right, go back to work. Go back to work, sir. Have a good day, man. Respect to you, my brother. So I think I was better at doing DoorDash and Lyft and Amazon. Amazon was was my favorite like driving for yourself job. Grubhub and DoorDash came in second because I'll say second place because if they don't answer the door, and that happened at least once a week, at least once or twice a week, I would deliver food and the person would not answer their door. I don't know if they set it up and like went to sleep or if they, blacked out or whatever. I don't care. But once or twice a week, someone will not answer their door. And if you call DoorDash or Grubhub and tell them, they'll try to call them too. But if they don't answer, they'll be like, hey man, take that food, do whatever you want to do with it, and go to your next drive. And that was cool. That was cool. I like that. All right, they take long routes and then Uber Eats at night. Okay, okay. So they just doing it as a full-time job. I did that with DoorDash and Grubhub, and it was cool. You can make a full-time job out of that, but you're working like 6 to 8 hours a day. And then you also have to take in the fact the maintenance on your car. So, and I didn't like that. So, you're talking about gas, oil changes, tires, all the fluids that go into it, your time, because these companies, they'll pay you from when you get to the destination and from when you drop off the food or the person. They don't pay you from where you're coming from or where you're going to next. And that was one thing that I did not like about DoorDash or Grubhub is that sometimes this is 10 years ago and so sometimes they'll send me restaurants that was like 20, 30 minutes away. And if you don't accept it, you'll get like a denial rating. You know what I'm saying? So you only have so many denials that you could get per day until they won't give you any more jobs. So if you deny or you miss too many food orders, you won't get any more jobs. And unfortunately, they'll cut your pay. So DoorDash and Grubhub was cool again to keep the food, but I did not like delivering the food when it came to going far distance, 20, 30 minutes just to get to the food and then deliver it. That was, wasting my time. And then Amazon Flex was amazing. That was the best doing Amazon Flex. Because when I did Amazon Flex, they will pay you the whole entire time for your shift, just straight up. So they'll say, we have this shift is gonna be 3 to 6 hours, and we're gonna pay you this amount of money. Do you accept or deny? And if you accept, you have to go to the Amazon warehouse, pick up your packages, and then deliver your packages. But if you finish before that time, you still get paid for all that time. So sometimes I would pick a shift for 3 to 6 hours, and I would be done delivering my package within 90 minutes to 2 hours, and I would still get all that money from all those hours because they expected you to take 3 to 6 hours to deliver those packages. And that's what they paid you for. That's what you agreed upon. But if you finish before that time period, you still get that money. Yeah, man. Listen, Frank, what's up, Frank? I got on just because I set up StreamYard. I saw Miles J 95 stream. I was looking at his stream that he put on for yesterday. I was just doing a recap. And he was talking about looking up StreamYard, how to get on StreamYard. Just like, I'm gonna hit up Ghost, or I may do YouTube University. Right when he said that, I got on YouTube University. I looked up how to stream on StreamYard. I set it up, and then after I done setting it up, I was like, you know what? I might as well stream. I, if I'm doing going to set up, I might as well stream on it, and that's what I did, bro. It- so this is just like a see if it works stream, and I'm doing it on an iPad. So if it sucks, it's because the iPad sucks. How much got you to StreamYard? So it's free. It's free for StreamYard. But if you want to do certain things in StreamYard, then it costs. And that could range from 20 Skittles to 90 Skittles, depending on what you want to do. But to just get you set up and to stream on it, it's free. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure because I'm on my iPad. I set up on my iPad and I was like, I wonder if I can do this on my iPad. Normally, when I stream on my MacBook, but my phone was charging, and I was like, you know what? Let me see where I got the iPad going. Let me see if I can do it on my iPad, and it works. So I'm good. I'm literally streaming on YouTube and on StreamYard with my iPad. I'm good, bro. Nobody could tell me nothing. And then, if it sucks, I'll go back to doing it on my laptop. But the laptop, man, is uh it'll be better quality, but it's a lot of work because then I use my phone as a camera and all that good stuff. I'm about to send it on Discord. Thank you, my brother. I'm probably gonna be on for like 30 more minutes and then I'm gonna get some lunch. But I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then let me do if y'all want to get on as well. If you want to get on as well. What up, Glock? Glock of Weston. What up? What up? What up? I appreciate you. But yeah, we ain't talking about nothing. I'm just having some foolery. I'm just having some foolery. I set it up for my iPad StreamYard, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can just get on and do it. Let me just live stream when I got some time. What's up? Two times around. What's up, brother? What's up, my brother? I was doing a video talking about all the stuff that I won this year, and I had you, Eyes and Ears Tactical, and Ghost Dog in it to do all the stuff I won just as an appreciation. Like I didn't win anything from y'all, but y'all have given me, and then Twin Gen as well too. Y'all have given me, cues or help to get me free stuff. You know what I'm saying? Two times around, gave me his connect, or is it plug? I think it's the connect. His connect with, because he's the plug. He gave me his connect with the Zero Hawk team. I contact them. I got a Zero Hawk on the Rugar exam. I zeroed it yesterday. So shout out to him. Twin Jen has given me help on glove makers. They never responded to me. Um, there was an ammo company that he gave me a heads up to, but they wanted like a year of competition experience in order to sponsor you. And I didn't have a year of competition experience yet, but I will go to them in another month because then I'll be close to a year competition experience. But they're looking for people to sponsor in 2026. And I was looking at all their fine print, and they're like, you must be a competitive shooter, you must be, show us a year of the competitions you've been in the last year. And I was like, ah, shit. All right, good, well, brother, I have to get back to the hosters. Thank you, my brother, thank you for dropping in. I'm gonna hit you up, I swear to God, if it's gonna be on IG today, even if it's to say what's up, I'm gonna hit you up so we can get this hoster. And what is up, twin? All right, the scene. I got the sauce from Himbo. Okay, see, that's it. So I can't personally say I got anything from art other than getting it from you. You know what I'm saying? But I'll put that in there. I will put that in the video that you got it from art and art, and then I got it from you. Tapping in from work. Thank you, twin. Twin and Vontae yesterday was giving away cans like they were Chef Boyardee. All right, like they was chicken of the sea. I got on for 2 minutes, and they was like, "Who's gonna get in this can giveaway?" And I was like, "What kind of cans are we talking about?" They was giving away cans like they was Chef Boyardee. All right, so shout out to them. I got it from two time around. Art don't count. Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Look, I love Art. Don't tell Art I said anything about him. All right. Don't don't run and tell Art nothing. But I got it from two time around. So I have to say shout out to two time around because that's who I got it from. All right. That's who I got it from. So I gotta say shout out to him. Eyes and Ears Tactical gave me some gun cleaner once. So I gotta say that. Now he did well, I'm not gonna say sell. He didn't sell me nothing, but I artist gatekeeper, that's crazy. I would say I got an optic from Eyes and Ears Tactical. This is before I was a YouTuber. All right. Before I was a YouTuber, I hit up a few YouTubers and said, hey, if you have an extra optic, let me know. This is the footprint I want. Some gave me the runaround, others gave me a crazy price. Eyes and Ears Tactical gave me a reasonable recommendation on how I could get a green dot and put it on my GX4. All right. But in that box, he sent me some gun cleaner. So I have to give him a shout out two times around. I got to give him a shout out because he put me in connect with his people. I already said, Twin, I won Twin Gems giveaway for his decal. I got it right here. I won this. All right. So I won this from his giveaway. And when I won, I still got it. I still got it. I won it. And he threw in a keychain. I had that keychain on my range bag every single day until it broke. When I tried to open my bag last week and it said Twin G. And I was like, who the fuck is Twin G? And then I had to like think of it like, oh God, this is my Twin Gen 22 keychain. Who the hell is Twin G? Thank you, my brother. So I need another keychain from somebody. I was like, Twin G? And then I was like, who the fuck is that? Like, yo. Yes. Okay, Iron Bro mentioned. Okay, cool. I would say he's an Iron Bro. He's an Iron Bro mention to us. Ryan asked me to let anyone know he felt welcome to the community in the stream. Okay, Ryan, shout out to Ryan. I'm glad Ryan felt comfortable and felt good because man, I get nervous. I still get nervous when other people get around us, and I want to make sure we make everyone comfortable, if you know what I mean. Okay, because I'm part of Black Star Defensive Indy, and I invite everyone I'm friends with. And the last 2 months, my friend Mike has came, and Mike, he's a former cop. He's very white. He's a great man, but he is the only white man that shows up to my meetings. And there'll be like 20 of us. And then after that, we have dinner, we'll eat, we'll chat and all that good stuff. And he's still the only white man. And I just, at the whole time, I'm just like, when people talk, I'm like, don't say nothing crazy. Cause I want to make sure Mike feels comfortable with us. I want to make sure Mike feel comfortable with us, because then he will invite all his friends and we'll be diverse. We'll be diverse. We'll get all that diversity money. And that's what companies want in businesses. I don't want money just from one group of people. I want money from everybody. Yep, yep. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I want to make sure everyone's comfortable. So I remember I was letting my wife. Now my wife, she's white. She's a white woman. I was showing my wife that Arm 6 video of when the USCCA CEO came up and talked about all the good stuff they've done for Black people. And I was like, yo, man, look at this. Look at this white savior video. I'm about to show you about and she was like, she looked at it, she's like, nah, man, this ain't it. This ain't how you talk to Black people. And she's a white woman. But she knows there's older, what I'm saying? Don't come out here and say, hey, look, Black people, look at what I've done for you. Don't come out here and give us a Bill Cosby. No, man, don't come out here and give us a Bill Cosby, Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Black people, this is what you should do. Make sure you pull up your pants and make sure. Hey, don't tell us what we need to do. All right, man. You keep doing what you do. And that's what, dude, he came out like a white savior. And like, hey, look, man, we've been giving guns to Black people since Civil War, and we've been making sure Black people feel welcomed. And I'm like, hey, man. And so I did research. I researched it. I was like, you know what? You dropping names. Let me go to AI. Let me go to my AI and find out if this is true. You and it was halfway true. One person that was in USCCA gave guns to the Black Panther Party, and but it was one person. It wasn't the organization gave guns to Black Panthers. It was one guy gave guns to Black Panther who also was a member of a group. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. It's like me helping out, Quinn, Jen, and then Frank going out there and say, "Hey, man, me and my group of people helped out Twin Jen to where he is today." And I'm like, "Hey, man, didn't Team Tech help out Twin Jen?" And like, "No, no, man. Twin Tech was a part of my group." And he is part of Go Hard Tactics and the Miles J group. So since he's part of the group, Frank helped Quinn get on his feet. I'm like, hey man, you can't take credit for everyone's stuff. And he said, was he high? No, man, he wasn't high. I think he was. Now, if you listen to Burner Girl, he may have had a few drinks that night because it sounds like there was at a hotel, and some hotels and let you have, drinks to be if you're comfortable. I used to manage a hotel at property, and there's certain things that we could do or give customers to make them feel wanted and make them feel appreciated, from Marriott points to free drinks to a late checkout. It's certain things we could do to make you feel comfortable. And I think Bill was just feeling himself. Now, I don't want to see Bill next year, Arm Seven, come up to me and say, "Hey, man, I heard the stuff he was talking about last year." Because yo, man, that's gonna be a bad conversation. I don't want that. Man, I'm telling you right now, yo, you do not want that. Don't come up to me and try to press me, especially in front of my wife. If I'm in front of my wife, nah, man, don't do it. Don't do it, Bill. You'll be messed up. All right, it's hard. It's like Art saying gave a zero heart. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's like Art going around telling everyone, doing another video. If he comes out tomorrow and does, "I helped out King Tech get an optic," and he tells everyone, and everyone just goes to that narrative like, "Damn, Art helped King Tech get an optic." And then I had to come out and say, "Hey, everybody, it was actually two-time around." The first narrative is what people saw. People saw the first video of Art saying he gave King Tech an optic. They ain't gonna worry about the rebuttal video of, two-time around saying I actually did it, or me saying, "Hey, everybody, I know it's confusing, but I actually got that optic from two-time around." No one cares about the video. They only care about Art, and he's gonna be racking his slide, and he's gonna be showing his guns, and he's gonna be like, "Beep, beep, beep, bah, 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 bah. I gave King Tech an optic." "I gave King Tech an optic." You know what I'm saying? He's gonna put like felon gives out optic or something like that, and it's gonna be clickable. People gonna be like, "How's felon giving away optics?" And you know what I'm saying? You gonna click on the video, and it's like felon gives out optics like Nino Brown gives out turkeys. It's gonna be felon gives out optic like Nino gave out turkeys. What's up, burner? And then people gonna click on it, and it's gonna be Art telling people how he gave everyone optics. "What's up, burner girl? I saw her new video about her knife and her EDC knife. Shout out to you. That's a cool ass knife. Shout out to you, burner girl. All right, I need to eventually get me a knife. I have like a regular old foldable knife that I carry to open boxes. All right. But I don't have me like a real nice knife." That's what I saw. She was like, "Shout out to Twin. He gave me the connection." I was like, "Twin ain't never gave me no knife connection." No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I said, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want a knife too. I, I want a knife too." Shout out to y'all. Shout out to, I was telling them earlier, I was like, "Yo, Twin gave me the hookup on the glove company. They never hit me up." I sent them an AI message talking about how I wanted to try that glove with the finger cutouts for the fingers. They never sent me nothing. They never read it. They said to hell with King Tech. I never heard nothing. And then our other people say, "Hey, twin, thank you for the hookup on the gloves." And I was like, "Wait a minute." But Twin hooked me up with the keychain. I've got a T-shirt for Twin on it, and I got the decal. So he has hooked me up. All right. And like I said, he hooked me up with an ammo company that said they wanted at least a year of experience. And I will be hitting up that company later on this year to try to get that, collaboration. So he ain't gatekeeping. He ain't gatekeeping. These companies just are locking the gate on tech. I stay sending my AM messages. Shout out to you, Frank. I sent out. That's what I when two time around said, "Yo, hit up my Zero Hawk people." I got my AI help me. They sent it out, and Zero Hawk 2 days later responded. They said, "Not only will we send you a dot that you asked for, but we'll also next year. I'm not next year, next month." We have a new doc coming out for competitors. Did you want to check it out? And I was like, yeah, yes, yeah, I want to check it out. What kind of question is that? I had to erase that. Like, what kind of fucking question is that? Yeah, I want to check out a free optic. I'm hitting you up for optic. You want to give me two? You want to give me two optics? So shout out to Two Time Around. Two Time Around got me two optics. Or shall I say, Art of Illery got me two optics. All right. A lot of them companies on some bull is what I'm not reaching out to companies unless I wanted to work with them. And not for free stuff. I like, okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Two time around. It got to be something you like and that you want and that's going to make you happy. And then that's why I figured out now before I was talking about, training and pistols and firearms and all that, I was running a tech channel and tech companies would send me stuff all the time from phone cases, from IR blasters, from I had a smoke detector that was really a camera. And then I also had it was a smoke detector that was really a camera, and it was something else that was really a camera. It was like a statue that was a camera that I had to do a review on. What's up, Art? I had to pause for a second. Art came in the building. Did y'all tell them we was talking about Art? Did y'all tell them? Did you tell Art? Did y'all? Did you tell Art I was talking about him? Art, we was talking about you, sir. I said you they were saying you hooked up two times around with your connect on Zero Hawk. All right. Now, I want to know personally if you reached out to Zero Hawk and got a black optic, or if you gonna keep that FDE one that's now fading away. That's what I want to know. He said, I've been here. I'm just working and I couldn't comment much. See, he's been here the whole goddamn time. I've been talking about him. I've been talking about this man. Y'all, shame on y'all. Y'all did this. Shame of you heathens. We compared you to a white man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. I've been telling I've been talking good grace about this brother, I, this black brother. I've been talking about nothing but good grace about this caramel complected brother. All right. I've been saying nothing good but nothing good stuff about him. That was Frank called you a white savior. Yeah, yeah, Frank, he did it. Yo, man, Frank, he be lying to y'all. He's not a truck driver. I saw he has a green screen in the back of his setup. He's actually a crypto bro. He's actually one of those stock forex traders. And that's how he gets his money. He be lying as hell. I know he be capping. He's like, I'm a truck driver. There ain't no truck driver that be making all the money that Frank make. Frank is a crypto bro. He's a forex trader. He works with Akon. He's a fucking liar. Two times. Two times. I don't know. I don't know. No the truck drivers I know, all they do is eat, sleep, and talk about how much they truck cost. That's it. They truck is expensive. They eat whatever they could get on the road, and they sleep. They sleep in a truck. I didn't know they sleep in a truck. My truck driver friend, I thought truck drivers slept in hotels around the country. I thought they'll drive to a place far away, go to a hotel, sleep, and then get back in the morning and get in the truck and keep driving. My friend, he laughed at me. He laughed at me like I was a joke. He was like, "No, bro, we sleep in the truck." And I was like, "Where the hell do you sleep in the truck at?" And then he had to explain the fucking truck internals like I was a literate. And I was like, what? Why can't I sleep in my truck? And he was like, you don't got the same kind of truck I got. And I was like, that's stupid. Why don't they make civilian trucks that you could sleep in? I'm saying my dicks. Don't tell anybody. Oh, okay, okay, okay. He said, bro's hilarious. They reached out to me originally and made, oh no, okay. They reached out to me and made some comments about the finish of the FDE. So they've offered me to send me a black one also. Okay, good, good. The FDE wasn't that bad. I think it's because, like you said, it's a Cerakote. And I think instead of Cerakote it, they may use Duracoat because that's what the 43 that I just got, it was Duracoat. So I think what they do is door coat their black slides, and that's what just got it to this the finish to rub off a little bit. But the as long as the optic works, that's all I care about. He's sleeping by guns. See, that's all he does. See, he doesn't even talk about the truck. Now, do you own the truck or do you lease the truck or do you rent the truck? Because see, if you own the truck, then all his money will go to truck maintenance. But if he like leases or rent the truck, then that's why all his money goes to guns. But he's a crypto bro. They're open to feedback. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. The truck, the truck is a hotel. I didn't know the truck is a hotel. I didn't know. See, when I worked at a hotel, and every now and then truck drivers will park in the back. And I thought when they parked in the back, they were staying in the hotel. I didn't know they would park in the back of a hotel just to fall asleep in their truck. I didn't know that. I did not know that until like 2 years ago. I was like 37 when I realized where truck drivers slept in the skeleton of a truck. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see that comp dot they coming out with. Yes, 2 time around. Hit them up. Now they said they don't know when they're gonna come out with it in August, but sometime in August they should have a competition dot. Because when I was looking at it, what dot to get, they had 4 dots on their website. Two were enclosed and two were open. I know I wanted it enclosed, but all four of them were the same size, like the same footprint and the same size window. So I was like, well, for me, it's going to be between the red or the green. The green was a 6 MOA. The red was a 2 dot MOA with a 32 circle. I already had that with the old site. So I didn't want another one. I also have a gold tar just like that. So I was like, let me do a green dot enclosed with Zero Hawk so it'll be different than what I have. What's up, Couch? Couch is in here. What's up? Couch is in here. Tech, when you gonna get your first rifle? That's crazy you said that. I was telling I got a shot Ghost Dog's rifles yesterday, and that put my whole perspective on getting a rifle. Before yesterday, I didn't care about rifles. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't care about rifles before yesterday. I But that was because I rented rifles at the range, the indoor range, and they rifles are shit. And when I say that, don't get mad if your rifle is for rent at a range, right? Because people don't keep up and clean those rifles. And when I would shoot those rifles, it would get carbon and lead all over the bench and all over the pistols that I had on the bench. Like I would, and then look down and my whole stuff is covered with black dust. And I was like, what the hell is this black dust? And I was like, it's this fucking rifle. So I don't recommend rifles if they're dirty. So that was my first experience with rifles. My second experience with rifles was renting a rifle when it belonged to a rich man. All right, Willie and Sanford are in my club, and they got money, and I mean they got money. All right, I'm talking about like driving BMWs, monies, and I said BMWs, monies. So they got monies. They got staccatos and stuff. So they got monies, but renting their guns, I knew not to look at the price. I knew that their stuff was set up the way that was over my budget. So I didn't care about rifles. But yesterday, shooting Ghost Dogs, ARP, and PCC, I think I'm gonna make that step. I think I'll make that step. Green don't work with my eyes. Now, two time around, Green is getting better with me now. And I think it's because of the six MOA dot. When I had a green dot before, it was a three MOA dot, and I had to turn it up really high for it to be a six MOA dot. But if you have a six MOA dot, you could turn it down low, and that should be better with your eyes, if that makes sense. So the three MOA green dot I had and the four MOA green dot were okay. What's up, Go Hard Tactics? So I didn't like the green MOA red dot that I green dot I had. And the four MOA green dot was perfect for me. So going to a six MOA green dot worked good for me. I would not recommend anything less than a 4 MOA green dot for your astigmatism. So I think that's the thing. I think, that's what people don't talk about is that they say green dots better for astigmatism. I think it's you have to also put in the fact of what MOA you're using. Because if you have a bigger MOA, you could make that brightness lower. But if you have a smaller MOA, at least for me, that's when I want to crank up that brightness so it seems like there's a bigger dot. Yeah, you ran the Kuna. Yeah, man. He said you ran the Kuna, so you have to be expected. That was the Kuna. The Kuna had black dusk over everything if I got done shooting it. It shot good. I was on target and everything. But afterwards, it was black carbon and lead all over the workbench. And then after that, they had some kind of Daniel Defense. They had two Daniel Defense rifles that I got to shoot on Father's Day of this year. I think it was Father's Day of this year. And I didn't like that either because afterwards, my 18-year-old, he was like, yo, man, my shoulder is bruised up. And I looked and I was like, damn, you do got bruises. And then like I went to the bathroom and I looked at my shoulder and I had bruises. I was like, oh my God. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that I had to bruise myself up to shoot a rifle, and I didn't like that it left all black carbon all over my stuff. See, Frank say I'd rather have a 30 MOA or smaller, but do you have astigmatism, Frank? And Frank may not have astigmatism because he's a crypto bro. What's up, burner? Okay, yeah, they don't take care of rentals. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. What's up, fam? What's up, fam? All right. Yeah, I gotta go try the way the go dot. Yup. Yup. It's crazy in the sun. You can't see it. Yeah, man. I want to see it. I want to try the go dot. I think right now they just got Hollow Sun. I think Hollow Sun is the one that has the go dot, and it's 250. I just right now, I'm not in the market to spend money on an optic, being that I have companies sending me optics right now. So I don't want to buy an optic right now. I think that money should go towards a rifle for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have rifles already, but I don't have a rifle. So I think my gold green dot money would go to having a rifle. And then down the line, I would get a gold dot just to try. Like if no one sends me a gold dot, of course I'm gonna buy it. But I want to spend that money on a rifle and then, the ammo and training and all that. But yeah, shooting Ghost Dog's rifle, ARP and PCC, he had to zero it in just fine too. It was good. Like I was great shooting targets. I think he had it at 15, 15, 25 yards. No, 15. It had to be like 15 yards. It wasn't 25. I want to say it's about 15 yards. He put it out, and I was right on the money with that. But he used the app to do a zero on the rifle, and it was right on point. I was right on point. I did 5 shots with PCC and 5 shots with ARP, and they was all in the red. Yep, yep. Yeah, I had a gold version. It worked good, but outside is hard to pick up. See, that's crazy. They says it's okay to pick up outside because green on the color scale, gold is between green and red. So they're like you either like green or you're like red, but gold is like in between the spectrum when it comes to our eyes. What's up? What's up? Man, it was early ass stream. Yes, my wife's not at home. Yes, yeah, my wife is not at home. My wife doesn't come back until 10:47 p.m. tonight. What's up, Ghost? We was talking about you, my brother. What's up? What's up, Couch Potato? I didn't know you were still in here, Couch Potato. We need to talk about t-shirts, all right? And when I say that, because I know I'll put you on the spot. I know for a fact I sent Ghost Dog and Mouse J to you. So me and Couch need to talk about a collaboration to give me some family team shooting shirts. I need 3 shirts. I need one for me, one for my wife, and one for my 16-year-old. But I want to make sure I get some kind of y- okay, okay. I'll feel good because I told my wife, because I was like, yo, man, I want another t-shirt. I want another t-shirt. And she was like, well, we need to get a shooting t-shirt. Now our team name is Big Black Glocks because we use the 17L. So it's BBG on the back. I got the logo, but it's just BBG. And people are going to ask, like, what does BBG stand for? So it's going to be Big Black Glocks right underneath the logo. But on the front, I want my YouTube name, front YouTube symbol, YouTube name, and on the back, I want a big black Glock on the back. So when I'm in competitions, people can see it on the back. Okay, okay. He said, say less. I ain't at, I'm at work, so I can't say I wanted to drop by. What's up, bro? Work. Get your work on. He's laughing at me. He's laughing at me. My wife came up with a name. My wife came up with a name. She wanted that 17L. All right. We shoot block competitions and everyone talks about the 17L like it's like the holy grail. And my wife was like, I gotta get it. So we went to a store. I won't say what store because they don't sponsor me. We went to a store that had one left. It was the display model. um, I picked it up. The price was right. It was a nice price. Um, and then she just loved it since. But it's not MOS. Well, I'm sorry, it is MOS. She just got iron sights on it. So I want that new O sight MOS. I want to put that on it when she's ready for red dots. I want to put that O sight MOS on it. Or if another company has a competition dot to put on that MOS platform. I'm gonna take it. I hope your family and everyone I miss at work. I apologize. You're good, Burner Girl. You good, Burner? Burner Girl did a video for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, if anyone knows, of her EDC. Now, I think I caught the first one and the last two because I was like, how many guns does she have? I was like scrolling through the videos because I was like, didn't she already post the EDC? I'm like scrolling. I'm like, she does this every day. She changes her gun like Frank changes his crypto connect. She changes her guns like Frank changes locations. Frank is always somewhere. Frank is like, I'm in the Bahamas. I'm in Barbados. I'm in Florida. I'm like, man, you're not driving to these places, Frank. You're lying, mother. You're a crypto bro. Stop lying to these people. He got the headset on and everything. He's like, hey, he's making dip sales. He's like, I got 400 sales. I made 3,000 calls today. I got 30 sales and made a net profit of this. Sell, buy, buy, buy. Now sell it. It's Frank. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sell it. Sell all of it. Yes. All right. And then he'll get out and be like, hey, everybody, I'm on the road. I'm on the road right now. He's lying. He ain't on no road. He's right in his house. He's right in his house. Okay. Thank you, Couch. Thank you, Couch. Couch is the man. And I need to hit him up for targets. I need to get targets made. I wanted to get those the guys that wear the all white mask. I wanted the targets with those faces on it. That's the guys that are just like this. I I wanted a target of just those guys. So I wanted those all right guys or whatever they call them. I wanted targets for those guys. So I need some of those. And I'm gonna take that to the range. That's gonna be good. Blocks, not yes. Yeah, big black blocks, twin. Um, have you shot the 34? No, 2X. I have not ever shot a 34. I have shot a 17L. I carry EDC the 17. I shot the 47, but I have not shot the 32 yet. Great. Every day work. Burner got EDC for every day of the week. Yeah, no, Burner got an EDC for every day of the month. All right. Burner has been collecting guns since she was like 12 years old. All right. Her daddy, he was like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Do you want a dream house or do you want a bicycle? And then Burner was like, I want a Glock 25. And she's been shooting ever since. Yeah, she does have a lot of guns. Yup, 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 yup. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Couch Potato. I saw that Confidence Reloaded she had the daisies, and that was beautiful. But I can't wait to get like three guys standing up because I want us to also take nut shots. So I need targets for their face, and then I need, targets for their chest, and then targets for, nut shots. And they're like standing like this on the target. Yeah, they're like standing like this on the target, and they're just like, I need those. I need targets like that. And then I'm okay. Okay. We gonna work it out. I don't and now I know AI is not gonna generate it. I was gonna say I'll use AI to make it. I know AI is not gonna make it. AI is not gonna make that. They're gonna be like, nah, man, we're run by those guys. We're ran by those guys. We're not gonna make that for you. Okay, okay. For comps. Okay, okay. See, I don't know. Two time around, you say that, but everyone that I've talked to that has a 34 for competition says that they want a 17L. Now, I swear to God, I swear, I won't lie. The people that run a 34 in competition that I've talked to, and say, "Hey, do you like your 34? Do you like doing competition with your 34?" They'll say, "Yeah, I like it, but I I want to try the 17L." And I'm like, "Damn, okay, okay." And then that was before I got the 17L. So I don't know. Now that I got 17L, people may want the 34. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and them standing on a car. Exactly. Standing on a car like you're like they stand on a car like this. Have them standing up the car. I'm gonna treat that car like Street Fighters. I'm gonna treat that car like Street Fighters. I'm like, oh Nukin, oh Nukin, oh Nukin. I'm gonna light that target up. They gonna, what the hell are you doing over there? What kind of target is that? I'm like, it has white faces. That's my excuse. It has white faces. My friend told me there was ghost. My friend told me these are ghost targets. He said, since you're afraid of ghosts, I'm gonna give you some ghost targets. They ain't ghosts, sir. They ain't ghost targets. Oh, these are ghosts. I thought I was shooting ghosts. The 17L. Okay, now you said that. Now that you said that, it's I wouldn't say it's snappy, but the return is long. Like it has a wild return. Like I literally, if you shoot 150s, 147 grain or 150 grain in that, yo man, it's gonna be the flattest thing you got. That thing's gonna be flatter than what's flat? That thing's gonna be flatter than what's flat in this? I gotta think of something. Flatter, flatter something. Flatter, flatter. What's flat? I don't know. I don't know anything that's flat. I like curves. I like curves. They're gonna be flatter than the new Superwoman. Yeah. Was it Supergirl? Yeah. Either way, they're gonna be flatter than her. If you get one, I'm telling you, that 17L, if you put the right grain on it, it just boom, 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 boom. But if you put 116s in it, it does pow, pow, pow. It's like a desert eagle if you got 115 grain in it. You just My wife, she was having some jams. She was having stovepipes last time she shot the 17L. And I told her it's because you lip risking. And she's like, nah, I'm not lip risking. I know how to hold my gun. And I was like, yo, time out. Time out. I'm looking. I see it. I see it. When you're doing this, I'm looking at it. She was like this. And I was like, yo, stop. Hold it. Hold on that thing. Hold on that thing. Grip it. Grip it. Grip it with both hands. You wanted it. Just hit me with all the details. Leave anything out. Okay. Okay. All right. Have a good day, couch. Have a good day. Have a good day. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Yeah, I was like, you wanted it, the 17L. So hold it with both hands and grip that thing. And she was good. After that, she was good. I got the Gen, he got the 17 Gen 4. Gen 4. Did they put the finger grooves? Was that with or without the finger grooves? I know Gen 3 has the finger grooves, but did they have the Gen 4 with the finger grooves or not? All right. What is that? I like the original 17. Man, I got rid of it. That was my favorite Glock. Yeah, man. I saw that the other day. I saw you say that. And when I went to competition last week, someone said they just bought a P80. He said he got he all right, with okay. He said he got a P80 and it's labeled P80. So he's like, yo, man, I'm keeping that. He's like, I just got it because it's a P80. It's a first Glock 17. And I was jealous. I was jealous. He also be running a Glock 41 out there in competition. And I was like, what the hell is a Glock 41? And he was like, it's a competition 45. And I was like, hell comes out with a competition 45? Yo, man, they got that money. They got money like that. We shoot 120 rounds at the indoor IDPA. And I don't know, man. He was getting it. He was getting it. Okay, he got the width of all right, all right. And the Glock 34. The Glock 34 is king. I've heard that. Now, if I win a Glock in the Glock competition that I have, I'm either gonna get a Gen 6 45 or I'm gonna get a Glock 34, whatever, Gen 5, something like that. If I win a Glock. Because if you win a Glock in Glock competition, you could pick any Glock you want. You could pick any Glock you want. You may have to pay a difference depending if you want like a specialty Glock. You may have to pay a difference, but I think that would be worth it to get a 45 Gen 6 or to get a 34 with the finger grooves. Okay, okay, with the finger grooves. That's still cool. The Glock, the Glock 17 Gen 4. That's beast. That's beast. Yeah, man, I got the Gen 6, but that's just because I was gonna get the 47 Gen 5, and then I think it was Frank and someone else and Miles J a group told me to they said wait. They said wait on that, wait to get the Gen 6. The Gen 6 is coming out. Wait for that. Thank you, Burner. Okay, okay. She said I love the 34 and the 17L. Okay, she likes both. Probably considered a specialty Glock. Okay, the 34 is specialty. Okay. Yeah, burner. That 17 Gen 6, I love it. I literally got it January 1st of this year. I carry it every day. It's amazing. I do love it. I love the way it shoot. The only thing I done to it was put an optic on it. And I did do a ghost connector. It's called the Avenger series. And it made it pretty good. I didn't like the little rolling sponge break. It was, excuse me, it was doing. I didn't like that. So I ended up doing a ghost connector called the Avenger that I got online, and it was amazing. It's been amazing, and I did iron sights as well too. Yeah, I did iron sights. That's the first thing I did. Like literally the second day I got it, I got iron sights on it. I just because it was pretty much YouTube. I didn't need to replace my iron sights. Those white sights work good, but if you go to YouTube, every YouTube channel that was given the Glock 17 Gen 6 would tell you you don't want these plastic sights. These plastic sights are gonna melt. These plastic sights are gonna break on you. Don't have why do Block keep making plastic sights? They work just fine. I've won competitions with plastic sights. They work just fine. But I like having nice sights with the trinium, but it's just a like, not a need. I changed my trigger shoe on mine. You changed the trigger shoe? Now, I thought about changing the trigger shoe, but with the competitions I do, they don't want you to do any changes to your Glock. They want everyone to be on an even level playing field. So even me doing a ghost connector is but so that's the only thing I would do is the ghost connector because I knew it. I know I was going to do that with a 43 too. I was this close into getting a 43 custom trigger with the ghost connector included that I saw online for a nice price. But I know that'll be a good giveaway if you see me with a 43 and a trigger shoe that's not OEM when I go to competitions. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, ah, nah, get out of here. Who is it? Oh God. Well, I gotta go. I gotta knock at the door. I don't know who it is. Who is it? Ah, it's knock at the door. I gotta go see who it is. All right. Thank y'all for coming. Peace. I gotta see who's knocking at the door. Who's knocking at my door? I'll be back. I'll be back later. Thank you for tuning in.